Hello and welcome to Fortune Forecasts for your daily tarot reading and more. If you're visiting me here for the very first time, thank you. I'm glad you found me. And if you're a Fortune Forecast subscriber, I appreciate the friendships that we're developing here. Thank you for coming back for today's daily tarot reading and more. So I invite you to sit back for a few minutes, relax while I interpret today's message. And if you haven't done so yet, please like, comment, let me know you are here, and subscribe to my channel. The first area we'll look at is money. Money. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. Let's get started. Okay, so what do we see here? If you are trading paper, this is you're going to have experiencing some bumps. That's what I see here. We're going to be experiencing some bumps. We're going to get some probably not very favorable news on some of the positions that you've held with the companies that you are, working with right now. So that is one of the things that I see here. And be very careful with that impulsive buying, with that emotional buying, jumping in and jumping out. Sometimes that is just very risky business right now. So that's a lot of tension in the markets right now, and a lot of manipulation as well. So be very careful with the negative news that's coming in on some of the stocks that you have purchased and companies that you have invested in. Not a very good trading day. You're going to see a lot of activity in the afternoon that will indicate that. In general, what I do see here for in the area of money, finance, business, there's going to be some conflict, some headbutting as well. If this is in partnerships, there's going to be a little sense of competition. And additionally, with this, a little recklessness in anything that's got to do with money. So be very careful with contracts, be very careful with purchases, anything in that area, and any transaction that is not thought out well today is going to bode very wrong in the future. So be very responsible in your moving of money today. Okay. Relationship. How is relationship going to fare today? Let's just put this guy over here and this over there. Relationship. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Even though the decks are talking to, the cards are talking to each other, there's a pattern over here where there's the situation with the money is now moving into the relationship house. So let's not allow the conflict from the money affect your relationship. Always communicate. Always, when it comes to relationship, make sure that you're both on the same page as far as where you want to go together. What are your projects? What are your dreams? How do you want to, pool your money together? Whether this is partnerships or whether this is a more intimate relationship, money does play a big role. Who's bringing the money, how we're using the money, where we're going to invest it in the future. And one thing that's important in this relationship, most of all, let this be a relationship that is founded on spirituality, on your faith. Let that be the bond that brings you together through your doubts, through your good times, through any decision you make. And when you do that, and you have that, that you can come together because of your faith that really makes it so much better to communicate about your wants and your needs as well. Okay, the next area that we're going to look at is in the area of career. Okay, we'll draw this one. Okay, so things are looking actually really good in the area of career, of your job, your business. That is looking really good. What I see here is the aspect of existing businesses. If you're working for someone, if you have your own business, the one thing that's coming through here is that there was a blockage before because of things that you were waiting on, responses you were waiting on to move on with some projects, but now this is all now being released, and this bottleneck that was there before is going to be a go for some of the projects that you want to do. Feeling good, being able to communicate the things that you need to get done, or they're communicating with you, and that anyone that works for someone really feels a little bit sense of confidence and stable when your bosses and your managers are letting you know what you need to do. You don't sit there like walking on eggshells. So this is opened up, and that's a good thing. So that opens up a lot of things. Let's look in the area of well-being. The area of well-being. Okay, so this is a little bit disheartening because we have this card here as an upside down card, which kind of might be reflecting something more internal. This is be very aware that if you're feeling some type of illness, it is much deeper than you think. Do not neglect going for those deeper medical tests that you do need, so that you can find out and uncover what is hidden, is ailing you right now. And that is really important for you to do on a deeper emotional and spiritual level. What we see here also is that there are things that are bothering you intensely, and you need to uncover and get to the bottom and meditate upon these issues that are really incognito. With this message is a sense that there's a disconnect with your soul, with your life purpose, and this really is an important thing to address at the core level, because if we can't be a full expression of all the things that, allow us to shine our internal light, then it makes any other aspect in our life feel so empty. Our relationship, our careers, our well-being is driven by this whole light that is inside of us. So find ways today, if it's possible, to contemplate on this. That's all you need to do right now, is just contemplate on that. And as you do that, you'll have a deeper response to other answers on your own personal physical well-being. But mostly, it's this internal quest, this longing that there is more to life. But again, on a physical note, some of you are experiencing some illness that requires deeper tests. Those second opinion, third opinion, possibly, but inside of that, there's also don't neglect the advice given to you by your medical professional, telling you that you need to go and get those tests that are deeper. the collective message. Again, today I am using this deck from Mario Duguay, Oracles of the Angels. And our message is, wow, inner calling. Isn't that something, how the decks talk to each other, how they actually, and you see, you know, they just connect. So the inner calling is so connected with the well-being, which is telling us, you know, that we need to be paying attention to this. So it's like the two decks were talking to each other, telling us we need to, you know, really tap into this inner calling so that we can be the full expression. When we do that, we will make better decisions with our money. We will make better connections in our relationships, which was calling us into that deeper, you know, faith. You know, you could see this. They're in some type of, you know, beautiful place of prayer, and they're connecting with that. And then this other card here with the career. So all of this plays, and when we tap into this, we can really have a better experience called life. All right, my friends, thank you so very much for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed this. If any of this resonates with you, please leave a comment. Please leave a comment and share. If you like what you see here, share it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Be blessed. Come back tomorrow.